Okay, so good evening everyone and welcome back to my channel. As usual, this is Real Talks with Danuvier, where we talk about the realities and the current issues that goes on in Nigeria and the world at large. And so in this video, we're going to be talking about a reaction that Kokopee made. And in case you don't know who Kokopee is Very Dark Man's best friend. And so he made a reaction to the recent statements of the Minister of Defense, which is General Christopher Musa. So Kokopee made a reaction to that very statement that General Christopher Musa made. And in this video, I'm going to be giving my own take about that reaction. And he said something about prayer, that Nigerians need to pray. But we are going to watch the video now, and when we come back, I'm just going to give my short take on that video, and then we'll wrap it up. So if you are new to my channel, you can give a like, subscribe to the channel, follow us, and if you have a comment, please drop it in the comment section. So let's watch the video.
I've seen of recent a lot of social media giants going around trying to raise protests. Nobody is stopping anyone from protesting. But we should always remember the unintended consequences, because you do that, these things might be hijacked and people might be injured or killed. We are making efforts to see that we provide avenues for some of these media experts to be embedded with our troops when they are going on operation in the northeast, in the northwest, in the north central, so that they have a feel of what the troops go through and the challenges ahead. Maybe they will have a better understanding. Many officers and soldiers have paid the supreme price in the service of our fatherland. For every commander, I had the privilege of being the commander in the Operation Hadinkai in the northeast. The worst thing that could happen to you is when you lose your men and you have to face the family to explain to them. We must remain dogged, supportive, prayerful.
Growing up, when it's time to pray for Nigeria, you will hear me shout with my voice and say, Father, help Nigeria. You know why I was shouting then? I was among the leaders of tomorrow. They called me leaders of tomorrow. So I made sure that my tomorrow will be sure by praying. But I was wrong. I was a fool. As long as you tell me to pray, and there's somebody elected in office that's eating the pay, praying is just making me remain as a prey. Meaning, I am just there to be eaten and dealt with. Why will you tell me to pray when somebody is being paid to do a job? Why? Why are you lying to people? Now, so the Israel people to stay for Bible obedience of 400 years when I tell them they pray. Why? I understand it's easy for you to control by telling them, don't worry, God will do it. Whereas there are different men on earth here who are acting as gods, controlling your life and my life. Have you heard what this guy has said? Have you heard it? I understand the difficulty you people are facing. I can imagine it. But you know the difficulty we are facing is the fact that you people don't even see the need enough to come and address, the children are here, XYZ, we have moved there, we have done this. Nigerians, don't worry, rest assured. You will not have confidence when your president, the commander-in-chief, is begging, pleading people to drop arms. You see America, I am sure inside my heart that America go back to negotiate with terrorists. But when the president speaks in America, you will get confidence as a citizen. You have to motivate the people so they can believe in your leadership. Because right now you are treating your people cheap. They don't get value. You say me they beg, me they pray. Not be God or Jesus we elect for power. Now human being. As long as a man is ruling over a man, don't send us to go and meet spirits. But if it's time for people to come and protest, you are saying the process can be hijacked. That is the formula now from you people. That's the formula now. After 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 days, when I go send our own troops to infiltrate, then they will spoil from inside and bam, violence. All of us will be arrested. I know this formula now. If you say I don't know, say I risk my life when I go outside, go protest for Nigerians. Most of Nigerians are soaked inside fear. My mama, everybody, they fear. But they cock gun, they won't shoot. The officer cock the gun, they won't shoot. Most times. But I ask you again, for how long will you be inside your house inside fear? For how long? Nobody's inciting violence. I'm only just telling you, Oga, people in power, be compassionate enough. Be compassionate enough. Motivate the people the right way. And let them know that the bandits are not the owner of the country. That you people are ruling the country. I'm a Christian. Mind you, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. But I believe say if man don't elect man to rule man, more no stress God. All the countries in the world no dey stress God. Think now.
Okay, so we've all watched the video, and this is just my own take on it. Now, before we go further, I would like to read a passage in the Bible, and I believe that passage is Philippians chapter 2 verse 12. So, and in this passage, I'm going to be reading from two versions. I'm going to be reading the New King James Version, and I'm going to be reading the New American Standard Bible. That's the New American Standard Bible. So let's read together. I'll be displaying it on the screen. So the New King James Version says, "Therefore, my beloved, as you have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my presence, or rather, now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." So you can hear that. That's the Bible saying that. Now let's go to the New American Standard Bible. And it says, "So then, my beloved, just as you have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." Now, we've all read the Bible passage, and I would just like to say that this issue of prayer, because I know the Minister of Defense referenced that in his speech. This issue of prayer, it's been a long time coming. If I can remember vividly, it's been a long time coming. We've been praying about insurgency in this country for a very long time. I can say for more than 20 years we've been praying about insurgency, and still nothing has been done about it. In fact, it even seems that the problem is even becoming more worse and worse and worse. And I would also like to say that if you go to the Western world, the Western countries, which is the US, Canada, UK, Italy, Germany, they don't really carry religion the way we Africans carry religion. So the way we will pray in Africa is different from the way they pray in the Western world. Just like I remember a famous saying from I think one of VDM's lawyer, which is yes, Mr. Deji Adeoju, Barrister Deji Adeoju. He said Nigerians are calling on the God of Israel, but Israel is calling on their Iron Dome to protect them. So, and also, I will also want to reference a quote from Pastor Olumide Emmanuel. Now, Pastor Olumide Emmanuel said, "Religion is more dangerous than the devil." And I think I actually agree with him. Now, you see, religion, there is a very big misconception about religion in Africa. The way Africans carry religion on their head is crazy and is very alarming. It's not the way the Western world they carry religion. So when you tell us pray, please, for how long are we going to continue praying this prayer? We've prayed this prayer for long, and we've been praying and praying, and we don't see any results. I believe it was Einstein that said, when you do something over and over and over again without getting a result, and then that's the definition of madness. And I don't want to believe that all Nigerians are mad, because we have been praying, and we've been praying for long. For specifically this insurgency of the thing, we've been praying for long. So please, this is my message to the Minister of Defense. Please, sir, we would like to weigh out our options. What are our options as citizens? Because you can't just come, sir, and tell us to pray when we have been told to pray in the previous years. We've been told to pray. So please, I feel it's high time that we come together and then we begin to dialogue. If possible, you can educate all citizens. How can we better protect ourselves? People who are in remote villages, in remote communities, can you kindly reach out to them there and educate them how they can better protect themselves before this issue gets out of hand? Because I believe we elected people in power, we elected people in government to do this for us. So, but it now seems like now that we had elected them, they are not telling us to go and pray. So they are still shifting the responsibility back to us citizens. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. So please, sir, we would like to know, what the way forward is. Going forward, what are our options? What exactly are we doing? How can we come in? How can we better protect ourselves? Because we are just civilians. You are the military, you are the law enforcement. So this video is not to condemn any part of the government. It's not to condemn law enforcement or anything. It's just we, the citizens, we are deeply concerned, sir. And we know that you and your formidable office, you will very much do the needful to address these issues, and so that we, the citizens, we can be confident in your leadership. So I'll leave it at this. So if you are new to my channel, once again, you can leave a like, subscribe, follow the channel, and if you have a comment, you want to share your opinion, please drop your comment in the comment section. I will see you in